Welcome. I knew you'd do that. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX for what is to be the final part of this LP, and seriously, I'm gonna miss this LP to be honest. But seriously, Echo, why do you have to chirp every time? Well, not every time, but usually every now and then. You still have time. Forget about me and go. Just shut up and stay where you are. I don't understand you. Where his arms like that? Okay, here goes nothing. It looked like it was gonna go into an FMV, but it wasn't at the same time. Whoa! That's done. Imagine if you had control in this. That'd be insane. Imagine trying to dodge all that shit while you have to control it. Damn. You always throw just casually. Just like, yep, I got this, and then he's like, whoa, 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 bad idea, bad idea. They always throw in like a bit of melodies of life into a different arrangement there, don't they? Don't you know exactly where Kuja is anyway? Whoa, man. Yeah! That was freaking priceless. Where he just stops in midair and then he just. Phew, still alive. I guess that was pretty crazy. No shit. You didn't even know where the hell he was, did you? You were just running aimlessly through there, jumping all around like a monkey boy, which you are, and you just were like looking for him, but probably didn't know his location. Go quiet it down. Hey, are you alright? Sit down. What are you doing here? I thought I told you to go. Wouldn't you do the same for me if you knew I was dying? Never mind. Your comrades were able to escape. Yeah, I knew you had something to do with it. I'm glad they made it. Yeah, well, it's our turn to get moving. I don't deserve to live after all that I have done. I am useless to this world. No one's useless. You helped us escape, remember? After you guys beat me, I had nothing left, nothing more to lose. And I finally realized what it means to live. I guess I was too late. Huh? Hey! Don't you go dying on me, alright? Oh shit. Damn. Kinda weird when you think about it, really, isn't it? I think this is Mikoto, I think. Yeah. Kuja, what you did was wrong. No shit. But you gave us all one thing. We were all created for the wrong reason, but you alone defied our fate. Wait, is this how the life of tree looks now? We do not want to forget this. We want your memory to live on forever. To remind us that we were not created for the wrong reason. That our life has meaning. Sometime later. It's kind of ironic how Zidane, like, protected Kuja back there, isn't it? Especially after all that you can go through in the whole game, isn't it? So this is Alexandria. What the hell, Puck? Pick up the pace, will ya? I don't believe it, Vivi! Vivi? How do you know that name? What are you talking about? It's me, Puck. How could you forget me? Puck? You know Puck? The Prince of Primicia? Oh, come on, what's wrong with you? If you're not Vivi, then who are you? I'm... Vivi's son. Yep. Look at that, man. Yo! Look at all the Vivies. That's a bunch of Vivies indeed. How did Vivi have kids? I'm not sure. I think he created them. I don't know. He always talked about you, Zidane. How you were a very special person to us. Because you taught us all how important life is. Yes, there's basically Vivi, like, lines here. It's not raining there now. Freya, you're leaving soon, are you not? Yes, I can hardly wait to see everyone. Isn't it usually raining in Primicia, like, all the time? What the hell happened? It doesn't rain anymore? Alexandria. I went there many years ago. How long will it take to rebuild Primicia? Wait, no, it's how long? It was his line, I thought so. I don't care as long as I am with you. Yeah, got the lines mixed up. It's hard to tell because it doesn't have it above their heads. I love you, Freya. Yet he still doesn't remember our past. All in due time. Whose lines are I just want to cherish our time right now. I'll just go with it being Freya, I don't know. Really difficult to tell with this kind of line. You told me that life doesn't last forever. That's why we have to help each other. And live life to the fullest. It's time to say goodbye to this room. Save the Queen, you have served me well. My duty is finished here. Farewell, Alexandria. Wait, where the hell do you think you're going, Beatrix? Even if you say goodbye, you'll always be in our hearts. So I know we're not alone anymore. Hey. It's Lani. Why are you going to Alexandria? never said that. Hey, wait. Remember when Lani was a bitch and she was actually one of the toughest bosses for me to fight because she was tough at that point in time. Why I was born, how I wanted to live. Thanks for giving me time to think. I mean, she was tough back then. Now she's like changed really, hasn't she? So is Quina working at the Alexandria kitchen like at the start of the game? I don't even know why Quina was there. Good food, not only delicious. Good food is what then? Good food made with heart. Quina is a very random character. It's very important when cooking for friends. To keep doing what you set yourself your heart on. It's a very hard thing to do. It's going by so slow. We were all so courageous. Hurry, hurry! We gotta get there before the play begins. Some of the lines go by quite slow, don't they? It's automatic. There's no need to hurry. That's why we keep some of the lines quite slow. The theater ship is no match for my new ship. My new Hildegardi is the fastest ship ever. So you claim. Do I have to remind you? You said the same thing about the theater ship. These lines go by really slow, it's kind of awkward. Or maybe I can go through them. Ahem. That's what you said, Father. Yeah, I can't skip these at all. Can't press X to make them go faster or anything. Eiko, what did you just call me? Darling, she called you Father. Well? Father, Mother, hurry! Say it again, Eiko. I like the way he puts his arm out like that. So what? They like gonna adopt her or something? What to do when I felt lonely? That was the only thing you couldn't teach me. But we need to figure out the answer for ourselves. Beatrix! Where are you going? Please don't ask. My mind is already set. Wait, listen to me. Thump, 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 thump. I never wish to lose you again. Steiner. Let us protect the Queen together. That is like a really random relationship, but it seemed obvious, really, didn't it? I'm so happy I met everyone. I wish we could have gone on more adventures. But I guess we all have to say goodbye someday. Yeah, this is basically indicating, yep, sadly Vivi did end up dying. He did have quite a limited lifespan. It's really depressing, really, isn't it? Let's focus on the dialogue, yeah. But that is sad. Alright, you scumbags, we're almost there. Wait, whose line is this? Blank, I think. Been a long time since we saw Alexandria. Let's give them a show they won't forget. Yeehaw! Break a leg, people. Everyone damn it, why did me after why?
My memories will be part of the sky.
It's sad, isn't it? But you got all the other Viffies now as well. He must have, like, created them, probably. I don't know. But yeah, his memories will live on.
The theater ship will arrive any minute. It's been so long. I can't wait to see everyone.
How long has it been? You never indicate exactly how much time has passed.
But it'll never be the same. I have to let go of the past.
And learn to speak a little bit more.
I have to move on, just like he told me.
Let the play begin. It's like near the start of the game again, isn't it? It all comes back to this. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. Our heroine, Princess Cornelia, is torn from her lover Marcus. She attempts to flee the castle only to be captured by her father, King Leo. Tonight's story begins when Marcus and Cornelia decide to run away together. And now, Your Royal Majesty, Queen Garnet, Lord Steiner, Lady Beatrix, noble ladies and lords, and our rooftop viewers, Tantalus proudly presents I Want to Be Your Canary. And the birds in the background are just like,
Marcus?
it's gonna be played out the way it was supposed to be, eh? With Ruby as a lead, I guess.
Sweet Marcus, I fear I love thee more than I should.
Princess, wilt thou be happy? Wilt thou be happy married to whatever?
Bravely, call me princess no more.
It's really hard to read in this freaking type of line so freaking fast.
Marcus, wilt thou truly cherish me, the king's only daughter? Or is such a desire too dear to wish for? After our nuptials, shall I become no more than a puppet?
Not with the accent this time, because like different kind of acting.
A mindless puppet, never to laugh, never to cry. I wish to live my life under the sky. At times I shall laugh, at other times cry. For no life is more insecure than that lived as in masquerades.
So much consideration thou hast given it, but worry not. Cast away thy trappings of royalty, and I shall swaddle thee in a gown of pure love. Never again will I part from thee. Very hard to read this type of kind of version of English, the old English kind of thing. Pray, my love, make me the canary to keep forever in. See, it's really hard to fucking read it fast when it's like written that way. Let us embark on the first ship tomorrow before dawn comes. Fucking crap.
My fortunes at thy feet I lay, and I shall follow thee throughout the world.
No cloud, no squall shall hinder us. Reference Final Fantasy VIII apparently, because of squall. Random way of referencing a different game in the series, isn't it?
Oh, love is the sweetest joy and the wildest woe. All I wish is to be by my sweet Marcus's side.
I mean, we had slow dialogue and now fast dialogue. Why, it shall be war again. Near we'll ere that plan come to fruition. See, it's really freaking fast. It was slow with all the other part until now. Good day to ye, Highness. And then that one was slow for no reason.
Good day.
Wish thee of Marcus.
Marcus, what news dost thou bring?
This. It's as hammy as it was at the start of the game. Only a lot faster. Where's the lag when you need it? Where is she? Where has mine only daughter gone? Blank good man, how hast thou seen Cornelia? Worry not, Majesty. I shall make sure Cornelia marries Prince Schneider, be thou at ease. At ease, sayest thou, how can I rest not knowing she is safe? Could it be thou hast betrayed me? Be thy further, sir, I betrayed none other than poor Marcus. Thou had the gall to betray thy dearest friend. Wouldst thou not betray me as swiftly? Stay thy hand, I merely. Fuck you! Sorry for the language. I merely sought elastic peace between the two kingdoms. It's too hammy, man. The traitor is dead. Oh, cruel fate. Oh, cruel hamminess. You two quickly find Cornelia and bring her before me. In all my hamminess glory. Yes, your majesty. Wretched daughter, how dare she disobey her father's wishes? It's really hard to read this play when it's freaking automatic freaking dialogue. Why do they have to do that, man? The time for our departure is long past. Where is Cornelia? Marcus, the ship soon embarks. Board ye this boat alone, and peace could come to both kingdoms, as Blank so said. Might as well hold the microphone. Speak, Marcus. She told me that she could not live without me. Then all of a sudden he goes a little slower. So the sun is our enemy too, the eastern sky grows bright. Will we not spread our wings as yonder birds enjoy its flight? Hark, Marcus, they cannot wait any longer. The ship departs. Could she have betrayed me? Nay, ne'er would my love speak false. I must have faith. She shall appear if I only believe. As the sun lends me no ear, I pray instead to the twin moons. I beseech thee, wondrous moonlight, grant me my only wish. Beseech whatever. Yep. Bring me my beloved dagger to me. Bring my beloved dagger to me. I sure screwed that one up. But yep. Zidane. FMV time! Yep, all this time, he's been gone. Wait, why am I being completely silent for all this? I haven't seen this scene in God knows how long. I mean, technically I saw it the other day, actually. Like on YouTube when I like listen to the Melodies of Life. But still, that's besides the point. Just makes me a bit speechless here. That person's face, it's like, No one's gonna nick that? Beautiful! How long was he gone, man? Holy shit! How did he survive as well? Other than the fact that he's a protagonist. The Vivies! You can see Quina, Freya, Amryn. Yep, they get to appear in this as well. Of course. So, are they dating now? Damn it, they never show a kiss. Oh wait, what? How did you survive? Oh wait, no, that's probably her line. How did you survive? I didn't have a choice. I had to live. I wanted to come home to you. Well, it's not like you just didn't have a choice. You have to freaking escape somehow. So, I sang your song. It doesn't explain how you avoided that thing. Our song. Which is gonna play right now. In lyric version. For the first time in the entire game. Right at the end. Don't you dare start skipping like that. That would annoy the crap out of me. Man, it's so quiet. Is it really this quiet? Or what? Maybe it's just my speakers. It's kind of quiet. Still, I rather like this song. As it skips. I'll just be quiet for a while then. Like one of the most awesome characters in Final Fantasy. In general. Seriously, man. Anyone who's played Final Fantasy 9 cannot deny Vivi is awesome. Most likely, anyway. Card game? That was the person who made that card game. It's just like one person that worked on it all. Well, it's not surprising. It's not like something complex. You know, one of those persons probably designed the whole thing where Dagger is freaking ass shot in battle. Yeah, I don't know. You never really pay attention to the credits. In fact, a lot of people, when they see the credits or anything, oh, I remember that scene, remember that one? Vivi's reaction, that was truly it's just that was a brilliant freaking scene. Loved a bit of the guitar there. So far.
See the bird as it flies by, gliding through the shadows of the clouds up in the sky. I've laid my
was that the attack on Linwood, wasn't it? Not boss. They're actually quite strong, really. Quite a useful one. For non-elemental attacks. also now just like realized, just like, oh yeah, but we just like should have freaking said it during the scene. But I like this part of the song so much.
A voice from the past, joining yours and mine, adding up the layers.
Nobio Imatsu!
harmony.
Ora tayo sa temas.
And so it goes
Lag song.
and on. Melodies of life to the sky beyond the flying birds. Forever and if I should leave this lonely world behind, your voice will still remember our melody. Now I know we'll carry on. Melodies of life come circle around and grow deep in our hearts, as long as we remember.
Had a bit of skipping on some of the parts of the song, but still. Yeah, as I was saying though, Bagger grew her hair back then, so quite a fair amount of time must have passed between Zidane like being like, I've got unfinished business to attend to, I gotta go save Kuja. So yeah, how long did they get freaking waiting for, and how did Vivi's death go? Must have been pretty sad. Oh, the beautiful music, the beautiful Final Fantasy theme. This is like, if like Final Fantasy was a country, this would be their national anthem. Too bad I can't remember the Brettle lyrics. We could just start singing it randomly. It's actually quite an epic one, really, isn't it? I mean, most of like his versions of like adding lyrics to a song, they just sound amusing or somewhat awesome and stuff like that. But that one just sounds proper, like a proper epic sounding song. The lyrics really fit with it all. And the credits are already right at the end here. I thought the credits were going to be longer than that. Yeah, you have every right to smack him in the chest. And you're like, you son of a bitch! You had any fucking idea how worried she must have been? Vivi's Queen Armor and Dunfreya, the affliction's time. Directed by that guy up there. Shinji. Hashimoto. Executive producers, these two people. Conceived and produced by that guy. Hironobu, second. Final Fantasy IX. So I hear this game is apparently somewhat underrated compared to some of the other Final Fantasy games. Is that even true? The end. So, alright, is it 2000? So, it wasn't a 90s game then, or what? Because wasn't Final Fantasy X released either 2000 or 2001 or something like that? I can't remember. Yeah, it's a great game. I mean, nowadays, when you hear about Final Fantasy games, like new release Final Fantasy games, you're just like, ah, they're making another one. But they had some good games. Didn't get to play it back in the day. I played the Final Fantasy games fairly late in the series. It was like, a couple of years ago, I played Final Fantasy X, and I was like, this is a pretty good game. Then I played Final Fantasy XII and got bored, like, I don't even know where in the game I was at that point, where I was just like, oh, fuck it. Then I, like, because of, like, Spoonie's reviews of Final Fantasy VIII saying how he despised it so, I was like, let's see how bad it really is. So I checked that one out, and to my surprise, it was actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I actually quite like Final Fantasy VIII. A lot of people don't, but once you're used to the battle mechanics, it's not all that bad. Sure, drawing magic can be a bitch, but still. Once you're used to it, it's not that bad. The story is nothing special, the whole thing with Renoa and Squall is just like, well, that just feels out of nowhere and doesn't make much sense to me. But still. And the whole thing where it's just like, the monsters level up with you, yeah, it's a very flawed game, that one. Which is why I was, I got to the freaking end of the game, like, relatively high leveled, before I realized this. It was freaking hilarious. I was just like, oh, fuck. Well, time to play through the game again. And the funny thing is, I didn't even mind it that much. And then I went through the game again by turning everything I ever encountered into a children's card. Ridiculous, really. And then this Final Fantasy... Well, I played Final Fantasy 9 after that, and to be honest, it's... I don't know which Final Fantasy is my favorite. It's out of the ones I've played so far. I've also played Final Fantasy 3 on the DS, but I didn't think much of that. Besides, I used to cheat to get through it all because that game was hard as balls. And it's probably be like Final Fantasy 9 or Final Fantasy 10. That's my favorite one currently. I also played a bit of Final Fantasy 7, but I never got through Disc 1. I kind of got bored. Which is kind of ironic, really, considering people hype it up to be like the greatest Final Fantasy game ever. I don't know. Maybe it's pretty damn great, but I just couldn't get into it as much. Also, there's apparently a thing if you like press certain buttons in a certain order, you get to play blackjack on this screen, but I didn't friggin' memorize what the hell it was, and can't be asked to do that anyway. I don't even know how to play blackjack. Well, let's give final thoughts on the game then. Like right after the credits kind of thing. Well, somewhat, because it's been a bit of time since the credits ended. Yes, isn't this the prelude theme that they have in pretty much every Final Fantasy game that I know of? Let's see, where should we start? Man, I hate freaking rating a game because I just like, how do I rate the game like 1 to 10 on various different things? Okay, then soundtrack, 10 out of 10, naturally. Gameplay, let's think here. Sometimes it tends to like go really slow on the attack bar and all that, but I'd give it a 7. I don't know, with RPGs and like rating the like kind of gameplay, it's just like, well, it's more about the story than anything else, and it's just like a turn-based kind of thing, or it has like very different kind of thing, like those kind of, what would they be called exactly? There are games like that. The one that I played is Parasite Eve, where you just like, you can actually walk around during the battle. They also have a similar thing in Final Fantasy 12. I don't know if it makes it easier or harder, in all honesty, to freaking have that kind of thing. Personally, the one from Final Fantasy X had the best battle system in an RPG that I've played so far. But yeah, the 7 out of 10 for that one, and characters, the design / development, I don't even know what I'm rating at this point. I'd give that a 10 as well. I mean, they're fairly unique characters. You got like the most unusual bunch of characters, and usually I don't really like these kind of weird looking kind of characters, like they got a tail and stuff like that, and they just like kind of like a I don't know, just like you got Freya, who is like a rat kind of person that's like stands on 2 feet thing and is as tall as another human being would be. And then you've got like these really goofy looking characters that look like they just stepped out of some random cartoon like Steiner. But still, I like it, surprisingly. I liked it. And like development on the characters, some of them didn't get developed as much, but still I'd give it a 10 anyway, because in all honesty, I like the characters at the end of the day, and that's what matters. Anything else that usually is right? Oh yeah, graphics is usually one, which... Let's see, PlayStation 1 standards, like, outside of the, in the cutscenes, it's brilliant. But outside that, it can be, like, you know, like, it's not everyone's face is kind of, like, going in and out, kind of glitchy looking kind of thing. But I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for that. Overall, this game gets a 10 for me. It's a fucking amazing game. I mean, sure, there are some tedious things like the side quests and stuff, and you don't really need to level grind an awful lot, I feel. Just early on in the game, you might need to like gain a few levels and stuff, but later on in the game, you've pretty much already gotten to a point where you're really too tough that some enemies won't even stand a chance against you. I mean, you saw how I handled the final bosses, didn't you? You didn't stand a chance. I mean, in this entire LP, the only bosses that I recall that gave me any trouble were Lonnie, that stupid tree inside the Lifer tree, I forget what its name was though, and Ozma. Those are the only three that I can remember off the top of my head that gave me any real trouble, boss-wise. I mean, there was also that red dragon thing kicked my ass, but that technically wasn't a boss. There was also that snake-like thing in Gizmaluki's grotto that gave me trouble, but that was just a random encounter. Was there any other bosses that really even managed to knock me out, other than those? I can't even remember when or where I get game overs in this game. I mean, seriously, like, only got a few game overs, really, in total. It was a long-ass LP. I mean, 93 parts, I think it is, right? And, it was fun, and I'm gonna miss this LP. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm gonna miss the crap out of this LP, because now I've gotta go to the usual LPs that I'm currently recording at the time. Of course, by the time it's uploaded, I wonder if... I mean, by the time it's uploaded, maybe I'll already have completed the Sims 2 LP. I doubt it, though. Or I might have, like, completed Fragile Dreams. That one's possible. And, stuff like that, you know? This is like the LP that I, like, would record a part for on a daily basis, and without that, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm so fucking bored. Great game, though. Would recommend if you haven't played it, and like RPGs. If you like RPGs, then how come you haven't played Final Fantasy IX? Like, a lot of people, like, with Final Fantasy, they tend to be like, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 10, and they just skip over Final Fantasy 9. It's just like, Final Fantasy 9 is a good game. It really is, man. It's different compared to the other Final Fantasy games I've played anyway. Well, anyway, that was Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. I hope you've enjoyed, even though barely anyone has watched this LP at this point, for the most part. It's always the case, really. It's like, I enjoyed LPing Parasite Eve, but barely anyone watched that one either. Well, anyways, for this one, I think it deserves to have, like, when was the last time I did something like that? Anyway, where I'd have, like, I think it was actually Digimon World the last time I actually did it. I didn't even use it for Mystery Dungeon for some reason, if I recall. I guess I was, maybe I did, I'm not sure. Maybe it was because there were way too many characters. But just, like, have, like, a kind of, credit sequence kind of thing, like, show it, well, if you can call it that, just showing the cast and all that from the game, the main cast and stuff like that, maybe some of the secondary characters and stuff like that, then on to the After LP talk. So anyway, that was Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Hope you enjoyed it, viewers. I enjoyed LPing it for the most part, except for the tedious parts, and, yep, that's that. Yeah. Always awkward at the end of an LP. It's just like, what? How do you end the video if it's the end of the LP itself? Well, anyway, hope you enjoyed. Peace out, I guess.
Hello and welcome to the After the LP Talk. Well, this was a pretty good game, don't you think so, Current, huh?
Well, yes, of course, it's Final Fantasy. Well, Final Fantasy, as in, like, before it, like, kind of went downhill really fast after, you know, the whole merging with the Enix thing. Yeah, that seemed to, like, not being very, like, good for either company, really. I mean, it doesn't look like either company, like, I don't know, like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, you see your point. I mean, ever since, I mean, Blue Skull 87 may have, like, played the Final Fantasy games, like, quite a while after they'd merged into one, but, yeah, it does look at the track record kind of thing, and it seems like they did much better before becoming one company. It seems kind of, you know, but anyway, let's talk about Final Fantasy 9. Well, my thoughts on it was, let's see, this LP, it was good. Really good, I liked it. It's, of course, one of the ones that gets overlooked as usual. Yes. That always seems to be the case with Blue Skull 87 LPs here. It's the ones I enjoy the most that get the least amount of views. Well, there's like, even the Casper LP has literally got, on the first part of it, nearly 1,000 views at this point. I mean, holy crap, I did not expect to see that. Well, other than like a few tedious side quests, this game, this LP as a whole, was pretty good.
Yes, it really wasn't it? I mean, some of the got a bit tedious and all, some of the, just some amusing fail moments, just some frustrating, hard to even watch kind of parts where it's just like, oh my god, are you seriously dragging this boss fight out that long? You know, kind of like that, but then the side quest with that fly juggle, it's just like, what the fuck? Where the hell did that come from? That made no sense.
I know, I mean, it's like the most randomest song ever made. I mean, it has more lyrics than some actual modern songs out there, you know. Like in the charts and stuff, it's just like, there's more lyrics than that. Okay, maybe not really, but when you include the other lyrics that are just fly, choco, then it pretty much kind of has more lyrics than most songs nowadays would have.
Well, no shit. Nowadays, they can't fucking think up good lyrics.
And why do you think that is, Evil Blackboard?
Well, because they don't fucking give a shit about the music as much these days. Besides, the artists themselves barely ever seem to fucking write their own music these days. They just like, here, random person, you write the lyrics for us, and they write the same shit all over again.
Yeah, it's kind of a... Wait, why are we talking about music all of a sudden? Let's get back on track. So what do you think about the LP Final Fantasy 9 there, you Blackboard?
Well, all things considered, it was pretty decent. I was expecting it to last longer than it did, but... yeah, even with all those side quests, it still only got to 93 parts or so. Well, it was pretty good while it was there, it was pretty good. Side quests got a little tedious, especially when it's like one after the other thing.
Yeah, you can see what you mean there. Well, so we've got with us today Zidane and the dagger from the game. So, welcome to the FDLB Talk, you two.
Yeah, nice to be, you know, yeah. Hi.
Well, okay, you're obviously not used to this kind of thing here. This after the LP Talk, you know, it's kind of random, kind of, you know, yeah. Well, so, Stan, do you really think that Vivi died at the end of the game?
What? Why are you bringing up such a personal question for?
It's not... okay, I guess it is a personal question, but what are your thoughts on it?
What are my thoughts on it? Crying out loud, man, he was my freaking friend. Damn it.
Sorry to ask you that, but do you really think that he actually died, though?
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
What I'm saying is I recently found this picture, you see, and it showed Vivi with various different girls from Final Fantasy games.
What the hell are you talking about?
Look, show the picture. See, now, if that's not proof enough that Vivi is actually just secretly being a pimp and pimping it up and stuff, then I don't know what is.
You idiot, that's just fan art.
Hey, fan art or no, it's legit. He is legitimately a freaking ladies' man.
Could I say something?
Oh, sure, Dagger.
What the hell's any of this got to do with talking about the LP?
You know, she has a point there, Echo.
Damn it, why must you ask me these questions? This is the After LP talk. We don't talk about the LP itself. We usually go off like the trail of it all and just like start talking about random other things. Because, to be honest, what else is there really to say?
Well, you could try talking about the game in general. I mean, like for example, how about that Chocobo side quest? That was a long, tedious one, right? I mean, it was dragged out quite a long while and stuff, and, you know, this is kind of hard to talk about at LP, like the whole thing. When you really think about it, it's kind of difficult to, you know, talk much about it, because so much happened and you can't really remember every little detail. Oh, one thing though, that card game was really annoying in that tournament.
Yeah, I know. And then you defeated, like, those two, phantom ones at the end of the game pretty easily, despite them supposedly being very tough children's card game players or whatever. It was kind of weird, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, it seemed kind of anticlimactic. The whole ending kind of had that with the final boss kind of thing. I mean, we kicked his ass.
Yes, indeed. Who's the one who got the final shot in on the final boss anyway? I can't remember.
I don't know. Well, we'll see once we freaking see the footage again, of course, which this is going to be added to, which is after the LP talk thing, so, yeah.
Right, Dagger, you got anything you want to say? Oh, wait. Or should I say Garnet or Sarah? Which would you prefer to be called as?
Well, I've been called Dagger for the majority of the LP, so, well, actually, not the majority of the LP, exactly, because I've been called Garnet a lot as well, which is, the name given to me. So, yeah, well, just call me Dagger, I suppose. Everyone else seems to.
Okay, so Dagger, what are your thoughts on the game?
The game, it feels like it was one of, well, it clearly was one of Square's last kind of, pretty much classic kind of Final Fantasy game, you know, because after that, it kind of had a slow downward kind of thing into, like, a different take on the series, and wasn't as successful. It felt like it was changing it too much in a way that it feels like it didn't really work well with the fans, and it didn't seem to do well altogether, really.
I see. Well, after Final Fantasy 9, there was Final Fantasy 10, and Final Fantasy 10 did relatively pretty good. It was quite successful when...
Well, yeah, Final Fantasy 10, that was what some consider to be either the last of the best Final Fantasy games, and others will refer to it as the death of Final Fantasy, as in that's where it all went downhill, but honestly, I think Final Fantasy 10 was a pretty good game.
Yes, it was, in all honesty. I don't get why people complain too much. Is it because of the protagonist? Because I know he can be a little annoying, but he's not that annoying, is he? I mean, I've seen more annoying characters than that. And then there's like, after that there was, Final Fantasy X2, and, that game, why we never, Blue Skull Riding 87's never played it. He's seen like footage of it and seen review of it by Spoonie, and it does seem like it's kind of a, what the hell is up with that game kind of thing. It's just like, what the fuck is the purpose of this? And then after that there was that Final Fantasy, was it, maybe, I don't even know. Does anyone even know Final Fantasy 11? Because it seems like they took an entirely, completely different turn with that one, to the point where nobody even knows it half the time. It's just like, whenever they talk about Final Fantasy, they like Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and so on and so forth. So it's just like 11 kind of ends out a bit there, isn't it? Yeah, and then it was Final Fantasy 12, and
You're hogging up all this thing. Didn't you ask us to talk about the game?
yeah, but we're kind of like going after the actual thing here. I mean, we talked about other Final Fantasy games all of a sudden.
Well, yeah, well, I made to give my thoughts on that.
Okay, so Dan, what do you say?
Well, after me, I guess the protagonist just didn't have that kind of, that kind of attitude that I had, and it just kind of like went downhill because of that.
What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense at all. Besides, you haven't even played Final Fantasy 12 or anything.
You got a point there. I mean, I'm from Final Fantasy 9. I don't play Final Fantasy games. I just hear about things.
Well, Bruce Skeldrake 87 played a bit of Final Fantasy 12, but he found it to be kind of boring. Like, really, really boring. He has heard that it gets pretty good later on, but it was just too boring for him, and it felt too much like Star Wars. Not that there's anything wrong with Star Wars necessarily, it's just not his type of kind of story, really. He doesn't, like, it's like with kind of things that have, like, you know, these, like, alien-looking creatures and stuff, and it's, like, has, well, these kind of elements of, like, a kind of sci-fi kind of thing. Stuff like that. I mean, some things like that he can, like, kind of like, but sometimes, for the most part, it's like, oh, no, it's kind of boring, and stuff like that. Also, how about Final Fantasy 13? Any of you here play Final Fantasy 13?
No.
I take that as a no. Okay, even you, Carter?
Well, I played Dating Sim, remember? And visual novels and stuff.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that for a second there. Yes, well, none of us, not even Blue Skull Dragon 87, to play Final Fantasy 13. It does sound like a lot of people didn't like that, but at the same time there were a few fans of it, and it seems that nowadays they seem to be like taking Final Fantasy 13 and just making more spin-offs to that exact game, which makes no sense. If it's not as successful as the previous installments in the series, why use that one as the one that have spin-offs for? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, all the fans seem to like, all they ever think about is a remake of Final Fantasy 7, and they soon to be doing that.
Well, of course not. That would cost them quite a bit of money to make, and it just wouldn't be the same anyway. You know? I mean, Blue Skull Dragon 87, he had his played Final Fantasy 7, but he's only played it briefly and didn't really get into it in the first place, so remake of Final Fantasy 7 to him doesn't really like, kind of just like, whoa, that's gonna be amazing kind of thing. I mean, imagine a remake of Final Fantasy 9. Imagine that.
Well, like you just said, with Final Fantasy 7, it just wouldn't be the same if it was remade. Wouldn't the same technically be for Final Fantasy 9?
Oh, crap, you actually got a problem there, wouldn't you? It'd probably be really different. It just wouldn't seem right. Overall, I mean, that's how remakes usually go, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, this has been going on a long-ass time here. Oh my god. Anyone else got anything else to say here? Wait, who's the... What? Mr. Anime Squash, is that you?
Wahaha! I have come to tell you I've stolen a lot of leek from Miku.
Mr. Anime Squash, what the hell are you doing here?
I just thought I'd let you know.
Mr. Anime Squash, can you just go now, because you kept interrupting the After LB talk.
What are you talking about? I thought I'd come here to, like, tell you these things and then say something about the game.
Have you actually got something to say about the game this time?
Yes, actually I do. Wahaha!
Alright then, what do you got to say about the game?
Wahaha! I didn't watch it. Bye! Wahaha!
Mr. Anime Squash, sure, why you always do that? Why does he always come here to do that? It's kind of,
Hey, why do I never get any real lines in this thing?
No, he has a point, but hey, even I don't get many lines anymore. Echo, stop hogging all the screen time.
Whoa, I'm sorry guys, it kind of happens, you know.
Yeah, they've got a point there. Well, anyway, Dagger, let's go.
Okay, he's gone now. There's always that kind of openness whenever a character leaves after LB talk, you know? It's kind of, yes.
Cool story, bro.
Dave, again? Every time you just pop up at random.
I know, right? It's a fucking dick.
Well, Dave, have you got anything to say about the LP this time?
It was a cool story, bro. No, seriously, it was a pretty cool story, you know. It was a pretty interesting story, and it's kind of long, tedious side quest, but all in all, it was pretty good. Anyways, see ya.
Well, actually, at least he had something to say that time. So, actually, you two were like, I'm getting a lot of screen time here, so I'll see you guys.
Wait, what? Hey, you left before us.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Hey, I guess we get to fucking talk about it for a change. Right, we've already said all that needs to be said, really. Good game, good music, good characters, all that shit. Peace out. Even Blackbird's going back to canon. For now, anyway, until I make references in other LPs and then return to Planet. See ya.
Oh, but wait, I get to end the After LP talk again. Yay! Well, I hope you enjoyed this LP of Final Fantasy IX. Hope you enjoyed it. That's all, folks.